Is this a circus? The only time this will stop is when someone gets seriously hurt.
That wakes us boxers up. Like, we gotta do more. We gotta market ourselves more. We gotta promote ourselves more. The name of the game is putting butts in seats.
I want to talk about the current state of boxing. Do you follow boxing in general these
Yeah,
days?
I
Yep.
do. Not like I once did, but I definitely do. These young lads are making boxing exciting. They are.
Absolutely. So a big thing at the moment is influencer boxing. So you've got, the KSIs, the Jake Pauls, all these guys, Logan Pauls. What's your opinion on influencer boxing? Is it good? Is it bad for the sport? What's your opinion?
At first I was against it. Then I started thinking about it. I said, you know what? These guys do work to put butts in seats. That wakes us boxers up. Like, we gotta do more. We gotta market ourselves more. We gotta promote ourselves more. The name of the game is putting butts in seats. And you can't get mad that YouTubers are doing it. They know what to do. They know what it takes to market it. So, hey, I mean, it's bringing another set of crowd to boxing. But the real fans, the real boxing fans, we crave for those big fights. We
Yeah.
crave for boxing fights. And I felt the young fighters are giving it to us. The Tank Davis, the Teofimo Lopez, the Josh Taylors. Like, they put these big fights on, man. And a lot of skills is involved. I think we're the perfect. They said boxing is this dying sport. No, I think on the contrary, it's rising back up. Thanks to young folks putting, they record on the line, their career on the line, and we're about to own their records. And that's what's missing in boxing.
I agree. I think the biggest thing about boxing at the moment is that the people are getting paid a lot of money for people who don't really know how to fight. Whereas people are getting just as frustrated with people who definitely know how to fight. Tyson Furies, the Joshuas, the Usyks, the Wilders of the world, who just don't want to fight. And I think that basically, let's say, elevates that feeling of disappointment, really. I think that's the main thing. I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but I don't think I've ever seen something so ridiculous in my entire life. There was two influencers, one Boogie something, and was it Wings? Two gamers fighting. Now, I'm swear to God, I don't ever do this, and I've never done this my entire career. I'll fight any of them tomorrow. Honestly, they were about 35 stone each. They were massive. It was embarrassing. And listen, if you want to do that, fair enough. Listen, I'm not weight shaming. I used to be 33 and a half stone. But the truth of it is that's dangerous. None of them trained. And the other guy was just getting punched in the face. It was absolutely horrendous. Now, is this a circus? What we doing? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know what you think about that, but that's dangerous. That's too far for me.
You know what? Most of the boxing fan favorite fighter, Floyd Mayweather, started this. But Floyd was not in a position. Like, he done what he had to do in boxing. He could have done this. He achieved a lot in boxing. But it kind of watered down the game. Then again, you have a market for this. People are watching these things. So I mean, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say where we at, in the boxing world. As long as these big fighters, big name fighters, fight each other and put boxing back on the map, the Spencer, the Crawford fights, like the Tank Davis, the Wendell Haney, and these fights get made, and boxing's okay. But when you start letting these YouTubers in and these fighters don't want to fight, because boxing no longer is a sport, it's more of a business.
Oh, 100%.
And that's the kind of stuff we have in boxing now.
I honestly think the only time this will stop is when someone gets seriously hurt. And I hope to God that day doesn't happen. But I honestly feel that's what it's going to take. Some YouTuber who hasn't got a clue, or just like what's happened in some of these white collar fights, some gone in there like they're the next world champion. And the truth of it is they don't know how to protect themselves. Most of the time, I mean, I've actually fought white collar, and I can tell you firsthand that I didn't even have medical for it. I jumped in main event against he was a good kid, to be fair, really good kid.
Oh,
but
dangerous.
Yeah, it was. He was a good kid, very big, very big. Did a very good fight actually. But I didn't even have medical. This was after my amateur career, so it's madness. It's absolutely scary.